I want to talk about perception of risk towards Africa and whether it's warranted. You know, these are stories that we cover a lot, and we talk about, you know, the very high cost of capital towards the continent. Some of the excuses are because of security issues. Some of the excuses, I mean, really, they're far and wide, unbankable projects and so forth. You've been able to really create some great partnerships of late, and I'm wondering what the international sphere is asking when they come here before they sign, and how do you ensure that you don't sign bad deals? Because we sign bad deals.
Right. The risk profile for Africa is deliberately exaggerated to benefit those who, anyway, dictate the way things go.
Want favorable deals for themselves, basically.
Absolutely. So we have to be clear about that. And this fits into some of the topics that were discussed here when we were talking about whether Africa is at the table or is on the menu. And I think many times it is both. Because even when some people are at the table, they think they have raised their level, but actually they don't realize that at some point, whenever somebody decides that they be eaten up on the menu, that will happen. So, but we should be very conscious of that, and therefore not deceive ourselves, but operate as people with that, coming from that background or the context of what dictates things in the world. So in our case, we have had great partnerships. And from the beginning, partnerships for development, partnerships in economic activities, in partnership for development from the outset. That was like been 15, 20 years ago. We got our partners used to the fact that this is our country, these are our problems, we must address them, we appreciate partners, we appreciate support, we appreciate everything, but we don't appreciate anybody trying to replace us in our own affairs and do either to do things for us or to dictate to us what we must be doing, because we kept saying we are the masters of our own destiny.
What's the ratio of the guys coming in and wanting to dictate versus the guys coming in wanting to actually do something good?
Well, those who want to do something, we sit and discuss.
Yeah.
There's what we want, there's what they want. So we talk about how each one of us benefits from what is under transaction. So this is, it's fair for them, it's fair to us. So we make sure that that is what happens. Let me tell you a couple of things. We've done different deals in sports, in different areas. For example, I'll tell you, we have a partnership with the PSG, with Bayern Munich, with Arsenal, with and you know, when we did that, we made sure that they benefit and we benefit. Yeah. But you could have seen, maybe you did, what was written in the papers. Saying Rwanda, how does Rwanda go for this? Or they are spending money on this, they are doing that. And we had to keep explaining. So we are spending money, but we are receiving money too. So it is not just spending. The money we spend is, even when you spend, sometimes I go watch football, even in the stadiums, here or there in those countries where we have partnerships. I spend my money to buy the ticket. In fact, one of the people who dictate accused me one time when I was in London attending Arsenal game at the Emirates, said, you see, this man comes here and we give the money for support and he spends it in the stadium watching football. So I told these people, I say, you know what? I earn a salary for the work I do. So I spend my salary to go and watch football. So I didn't spend, so I told them I didn't spend their money. I spent my money, personal money from my earnings as, salary for what I do. So, but it may sound simplistic, but the moral of it is that there is always somebody somewhere wanting to dictate to you how you live your life, how you conduct every business you do for yourself or for your country, even for the country to be dictated to which direction it must take. And we have refused that, and therefore, again, talking about leadership, I'm sure there are many others who do even better things than that somewhere else in other countries. But it still comes to leaders in any level of society being able to identify the purpose of what they want, how they must achieve it, and how, therefore, even for self-respect, we cannot have a relationship that is lacking respect. I will always respect you, but you must return respect.